It's time to get back out here, y'all. Welcome back to another stream. It's Project Storm. And it's time for some more of this Geforce Now action. All right. So today's game is going to be Far Cry 6, as you all can see right here. But before we jump into that, we're going to make sure that I'm live, because I just tried to go live and it just didn't work out. Okay, it looks like we're good there. All right. So the next thing we want to do is we want to go to the settings, because I have to show off these settings, right? If I'm paying for the performance, I have to show you all the settings every single time. So right here, RTX 3080 Founders. I got access yesterday. I want to say yesterday morning, early in the morning. I'm not sure which time, but I got the email and I was like, okay. I took a couple hours to think about it all. You know what I mean? And then I dived in. Once I dove in, I just could not get away from the gameplay. I was just mesmerized by what I was seeing, what I was feeling, and all that stuff, right? Now, right here are the settings. 50 megabits per second. We have 1440p. That's only enabled when you have access to this tier, of course. And then right here from 60 to 120, adaptive Vsync is going to be on, because you'll see why in a minute. I have to keep it on. I was going to enable FSR or whatever, but not going to do that, because once you do that, it turns this off. And I think this really makes everything smooth, you know? So in-game graphic settings are enabled now. You don't have to worry about losing your settings once that's done. We're going to go ahead and jump out here and into the game world of Far Cry 6. Let's go. Now, every time I make these videos, I'm going to start like from a cold start to let you all see exactly how long it takes to jump into a game from a cold start, or a cold boot, so to speak, right? And it's not too long, you know? And then you get greeted with this right here. You have to put this code in every single time. I mean, it's not too much of a hassle, though, if you have a second PC nearby like I do. And the code is delivered to you instantaneously, so it doesn't take that long. So let me go ahead and plug that in real quick. Here we go. Doesn't take long at all. And then we have it, Far Cry 6. Now, I can tell you right now, I've been very impressed, man. I played Kenna Bridge of Spirits. I played Cyberpunk 2077. I played Portal 2. I played Destiny 2. And I've streamed every one of those games except Destiny 2 right here on the channel. So if you want to check those out. And I feel like I'm missing one, man. What is the missing game? What else did I play? Can't remember, but right now it doesn't matter, because it's Far Cry 6 time. So let's get out here and see what it runs like, what it looks like, what it feels like, and all that good stuff, right? First thing first, I have to show you all that I do have the native RTX 3080 installed in this PC right now. And it's going to be helping out in areas like hardware acceleration, I would assume, variable refresh rate, maybe. What do I mean by that? I have to show it. It's better to, well, if I can. See, that's one thing I can't easily do, right? Is get back to the desktop. Hold on. Let's go. What is going to allow me to get back to the desktop? Neither one of these, right? Once I'm in the game, it's kind of tricky. I would have to hit, you can hit Alt and F4 to quit out of the game. So if I wanted to quit, I can just do that, but I don't want to quit right now. But take my word for it. I have my desktop set to, you know, variable refresh rate on and all that stuff. It helps. And hardware acceleration definitely helps. Also, what am I forgetting? 4K. I have the desktop set to 4K because it's always set to 4K 90% of the time. If not, it's set to 8K, right? Gonna be playing this on the 82-inch 8K display, Samsung Q800T. It does help with the upscaling, so the image does not look as soft as some others are saying it might look or whatever. To me, it looks fine because it's 1440p. And 1440p is not the same as 4K. Just like 4K is not the same as 8K. Trust me, I've tried all of them. Believe what I say. You know what I mean? You have no choice but to believe what I say. So look, we're going to go ahead and put the command up real quick and turn on these stats real quick. Because this right here is this is the start of the show. All right. that 9 millisecond, 10 millisecond ping right there. It never goes higher than like 17. I haven't seen it go higher than 17. Packet loss I haven't gotten since I've started on the 3080 tier at all. I used to get it on the founders tier, right? But ever since I've upgraded, I haven't seen packet loss at all. It's just hovering between 7 and 10 milliseconds and up to 17 or whatever as I play. But at 120 FPS, you know, it hovers between 120, 121, but it will dip down. So it's a real, see, it is a real ticker. It's a real counter, right, for FPS. And as you're loading different games or whatever, it'll drop down to like 112, 115 or whatever. So it's not just some kind of sorcery or trickery that's going on up there. Now, let's take this off. I'm gonna go over to the settings real quick. And then we're gonna run everything ultra'd out at 1440p. You see right here, the NVIDIA A10G is the actual GPU that they're using, which is a beast, an RTX 3080 level beast. 31.2 teraflops is rated as, and you know, 24 gigs of GDDR6 RAM or whatever, right? Has that AMD Threadripper Pro CPU that's helping out and everything. Yo, the SuperPod, I'm just having fun talking about the SuperPod right now because it's contributing to performance that you're about to see right now. I'm getting super confident with the performance of Geforce now, and that was not always the case. I had to tell people it wasn't always the case, man. I'm on record saying that Geforce now, like the older in like months ago, I thought the stream quality was a little soft at 1080p, things like that. You know, I had to keep it real, but right now, the whole different story. Now, you're not gonna be looking at a 4K stream, even though I'm streaming this at 4K. You're not gonna be getting a 4K stream when you sign up for Geforce now, unless you use the NVIDIA Shield TV or another device, right? But here we go. Adaptive resolution. We're gonna leave it off. I know it's set on in the settings or whatever, and I know that seems confusing, but we're gonna leave it off right now. Resolution scale, all that good stuff. Like I said, Fidelity FX, super resolution, leave that off. Let's just jump into the game world, see how it all looks and feels. Far Cry 6 is one of those games, man. Like, I've played half of the games in the franchise. I think all the core games, Far Cry, the first one, the second one I've completed, the third one I've completed, the fourth one I've completed, the fifth one I have not completed, not even halfway through that one, and this one right here I've only gotten like a few hours into on multiple platforms. But I'm back, and I might be able to finish the game on Geforce now, because if it's anywhere near as smooth as it was before the stream started, I'm gonna be in for a treat. Hopefully you all too. Chris is in the building saying, yo, Project Storm with that 8K, man, 8K. You can call me 8K Storm if you want to. I do have 8K videos on the channel. That's why Chris is saying this. And I like how he throws that 8 in the name. I might have to patent that, Chris, if you don't mind. He said the G on the A10G is equal to gangster. Oh man, I'm glad you answered that because I was trying to figure it out yesterday. All right. Now the loading time, everything that you're gonna see is real. The loading time should not take this long, but it looks like it's moving. Looks like it's moving and grooving. As long as it's moving and I get into this game world, I'm good. Whatever you see is what you're gonna get. I can't control it. Whatever happens on the fly. Yesterday we had Cyberpunk crash one time. That's the only game I've seen crash yet. One time. All right. And it was the only game. Portal 2, surprisingly, was the best overall performing game I've ever felt in cloud gaming. Portal 2. Now I know that's a game from 2011 and everything, but still. The stream, you can check that gameplay out on the channel, man. Check that out. Portal 2, very impressive. Kena, most beautiful game I've ever seen in the cloud. You know? I just call it like I see it, man. There's other beautiful games out there. But Kena, oh my gosh, y'all. That's a whole Pixar type of, I don't even know how to explain it. It's very Pixar-like. Put it like that. So Chris said, let's see, just tried 3080 Geforce now last night, and it's too beautiful, man. It seems like everybody's saying that. It seems like everybody that gets their hands on it, as we go through this whole 30-minute load process for some reason, But Chris, it seems like everybody is saying that, man, that gets their hands on this thing. You know, now I can tell you right now, I've seen some crispy streams because I play Stadia, a lot of Stadia. You'll see a lot of Stadia videos on the channel, you know what I'm saying? I've seen some crispy 4K streams, you know, so I had to give that to Stadia. I don't know what's going on with this. The game might not even load right now, y'all. I may have to reboot it or something. But I've seen some crispy, high quality streams on Stadia or whatever, right? And coming over here and looking at the 1440p stream, it really doesn't really bother me. It still looks good enough. It looks beautiful. But I wonder how it would look with that Shield TV Pro. All right, so right now I'm not sure what's going on, man. We're gonna go ahead and restart that. Okay. And I can tell you right now that I just started this game before I went live. You know what I mean? And it just boot up with no problem. Yesterday, I played a little bit of the game during the Cyberpunk stream at the end because somebody asked me to pop it on real quick, so I threw it on. You know, I don't care. And the game booted up with no problem, but hey, these things are gonna happen. It is what it is. It happens across the board on any platform, so that's not a GeForce Now specific thing, you know. And I'm not trying to vouch for GeForce Now or anything like that. I don't get paid to do it. But I'm gonna keep it as real as possible, man. We're talking GeForce Now, we're talking native PC, we're talking Google Stadia, we're talking everything on this channel. Amazon Luna, PS Now, xCloud, everything gets played over here, man. But not Nintendo Switch right now, you know, not the Switch. All right, so let me do this again. I have to do it, y'all. I have to do it. Let's see. I can see how some people are going to get a headache, man, with having to look for their phone or whatever to find out the code and then plug this code in every single time. I can understand that pain. Hold up. Plug it right in. You know what I mean? You can only activate it one time. So I'm not worried about anybody trying to use the code or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about that. I'm already off and running by the time somebody could try to access the code. But let's see if it loads this time. Because just like with every other service, man, I stream everything for a reason, y'all. I want you all to be able to see it. So if I start saying like, yo, man, I did have an issue with Cyberpunk crashing one time. I did have an issue with Far Cry failing to load. But overall, when you get out there and you deal with that performance, you see the performance that hopefully that we'll see right now, man, you kind of forget about some of those shortcomings or whatever, right? The mishaps. But again, that stuff is going to happen on every platform. Name me one that's perfect, and I might agree. You know what I mean? If you can name me a platform that's perfect, I might agree. But then again, I might disagree. But in the meantime, though, like I was going back to the Nintendo Switch, I just can't. Switch has to step it up in the performance department. That's it. They have all the games I want to play. Mario, Zelda, Metroid, all that stuff, man. But because I don't get that extra performance that I like in 2021, I can't play Switch. Now, I don't hate anybody that plays it. I love the people that, man, have fun. I've played it myself, but I just don't want to own one right now. But shout out to Nintendo. They got me into gaming, man. Them, Atari, and all of the, you know, back in the day, they got me into gaming in the first place. So right now, I know all my settings are saved. We're going to try to jump out here one more time. I think Chris is bringing the heat today, man. The game, look at this. Now, you see how quickly that loaded? So it's like a little hiccup, you know. But hold on one second. Let me get everything right, because this right here is about to be an hour-long adventure at least. All right. Wilson is back in the house. What's going on, Wilson, man? I seen you out there making moves, bro. It's good to see you. You know I didn't forget about you, man. You know I didn't forget about you. Me and Wilson used, yo, shout out to Wilson. Support him, y'all. You know what I mean? Go over there, subscribe, like some of his videos and everything, man. Wilson's a good dude. Have supported me since the beginning, man. You know, I try to return the love as much as possible. Let's go and see if we can look for a shark real quick. Wait a minute. Am I swimming? No, no, no. I don't want to get attacked. Hold on. Now I want you to look at this. Look at the quality right now, though, y'all. Hold on. Wait, wait, wait. Where's that damn shark at? Okay, here we go. So we're going to go shark hunting right now. 1 second. I see you. I see him over there. Oh, get up, get up, get up. All right. Hell with that. So we're going to check out these waves right now, y'all. This right here is how you know that you're getting some nice visual fidelity, some nice texturing going on with these waves. When you see the suds like this right here, watch this. You see how smooth that was with the suds up there? All right. Look at that. Now let's turn this thing. Let's go to low settings real quick, just for a second. Let's see if it's the same. Because I've been looking at the game on other platforms and stuff like that. This is why I'm paying attention to these suds right now. Let's try to go. Let's go low. Will I have to restart the game though? That's the question. Do I have to restart? I don't think I do. Can I just go to low like that?
Really should
Let's
check
see.
the beach for supplies.
Okay, so damn, did I go to low? All right, so I can tell you right now, y'all, what I'm trying to say is when I tested this on PC with my native 3080, I could see the difference in the suds. I was like, damn, that's crazy. But right now, let's go back to ultra. I don't know if it made a difference right here or not, y'all. All I know is that everything is beautiful and it's realistic, right? Okay, so now look, this is what I really want to pay attention to. The FPS, the smooth, fluid gameplay. All right, the texturing. Look at that, those textures right there. It's definitely ultra level textures right there, y'all. Now, I wonder if I change it to low. Let's see if it changes. Now, if it's locked on ultra or something like that, that's a good problem to have, right? Well, let's go to low, because I know on Cyberpunk, I demonstrated this, how the different settings actually do make a difference for the people that was wondering that. All right, we're gonna go low. Do I have to save? Do I have to restart? Damn, I can't even tell. Maybe I have to restart. I know with Ubisoft games, sometimes you have to restart because this still looks good as hell right here. That can't possibly be low settings, could it? All right. Anyway, let's go back to ultra and let it be. Okay, here we go. Let's go get it in. Wilson said, man, that looks beautiful. It seems like everybody that stops by says the same damn thing. That's how I know I'm not going crazy. Okay, now imagine this at 4K, like on my desktop PC, right? I have to get this NVIDIA Shield Pro. See, when people come, Wilson, it was your fault today, Wilson. When people come in here and say things like that, because it does look amazing to me, right? But when you come in here and say it, that makes me want to go give NVIDIA like $200. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, NVIDIA makes me want to give them $200 for the NVIDIA Shield TV Pro. And I'm not trying to give them $200 right now. You know what I mean? Okay, now I've already done this, so I know exactly what's about to be going on.
Must be libertad.
All right, with everything, y'all, like I say, look at the text though. Look at the text on the screen. I said on the stream. You know what I mean? It looks that damn good. I can't talk right now, but look, the text on the screen right now looks so damn good and so clear. Like I said, it could be my 8K display. I don't know, y'all. All I know is it looks damn good. And the performance, you're seeing at least 60 FPS. I think you all, anybody that knows performance can tell that this is definitely 60 at the lowest. But let's put this up because I always forget.
How did I know you were scavenging for liberty?
That's the RTX 3080 to show you that it's in my PC. I do have a native 3080, so if I make comparisons to that native card, then hey, it's because I use it every day. Now, this is what I need to turn on though. We're gonna look at a couple screenshots real quick. Will it pull it up over the Far Cry gameplay? I don't think it will. Oh, it does. Oh, that's dope. Look at Kenna, man. This is an in-game screenshot from Kenna Bridge of Spirits, right? Check these out. And this is the type of visual quality that we're talking about. And these are just screenshots at 1440p, right? So it shows you what type of visual fidelity you're really getting. That's in game, captured from gameplay. Crazy.
It's a fucking mess.
You know what I mean? Crazy. Will it play this video? Crazy. You know what I mean? Look at that. Seeing the Project Storm stream, man, you might get everything. You don't know. Like, I can go at the end of this video, I can start playing Destiny 2 or something, man. This is, I just have too much fun. You know, so that right there captured, you know, by hitting Control 1 for the screenshots or whatever. I know that much. But what we want is this, the stat overlay over here. All right, let's take off. Like I said, you all, you know, leave if you got to, come back if you need to or whatever, if you just can't get enough of it. Because I'm going to be rocking until something crashes today, y'all. I can't play anything else right now. And Battlefield 2042 is out, and I'm on Geforce now. That should tell you something, right? But plus, Battlefield has performance issues right now. I had some crazy frame spikes and frame rate dips and stuff. They had to patch that thing up. And I think it's because so many people were trying to get into servers and stuff like that. I hope it was server related, because Battlefield is one of my favorite shooter series out there. This is another one, though. All right. Now, at different times, I'm definitely going to be telling you how things feel. You know, but you can look at the FPS right now that I'm getting when I'm just walking through here. You know, we can pick up the speed and run. It's still going to be smooth as hell. You know, so that 120 FPS feels real to me.
Now I'm talking to myself.
You know?
Perfecto.
Feels real to me, y'all. Look, I forgot to do the objective because I'm just ready to get into the graphics and everything. Let's go back down here real quick. Now, I wonder how it'll look. Oh, is the pig? Oh, man, I know he's not chasing me right now. Hold up. I know I had to get these supplies.
Hope it shoots.
Okay, now let's do this real quick. Let's turn on Fidelity Super Resolution, Fidelity FX or whatever. FSR is what I'm calling it. Let's turn FSR on and see what it does. If anything. All right. I know I saw it. Where is it? Is it advanced? Yep, right here. Now, normally this would help with performance or whatever by upscaling and everything like that, but I just want to see if it's gonna feel any different. Is it gonna be worse? Oh man, hold on. Let me see something, y'all. It feels even smoother for some reason. For some reason it feels smoother, but look at this. I mean, you can't, if this is not beautiful, I don't know what it is,
lost
man.
the trail.
Hold up.
I should go back.
Like, what the hell? I don't know. I'm speechless. I don't know about you all, but this right here is very impressive. Can I shoot you? Yeah, I can. Let me. He might get away. Damn it. Got away from me. All right, check this out though, y'all. I mean, come on now. Say what you want to say, but when you come out here saying Geforce now 3080 tier is overrated, it's not impressive, and we might have to have a conversation, man, because it's hard for anybody. I would like for somebody to come in here and say, Storm, you know what, man? 3080 tier is overrated. The performance is just not there. I would welcome that right now. Please, somebody just say it. Let's practice. I need somebody to come in and say this looks like trash or something, man. Please do that real quick so you can get my response. All right.
Bad time to be a guerrilla. Been a while since I used one of these.
And this is what makes me happy, man. Like I said, I haven't always said great things about Geforce now, but how the hell can I overlook what we're seeing right now, y'all? See, I forgot about the chat. Let me see. I see Cloudbusters in the building. What's going on? Let me see what Wilson said. Man, that looks beautiful. I read that. Said I would surely, Chris said I would surely play this on GFN instead of Stadia because of that sweet FPS. I didn't say it. Chris said it, damn it. You know what I mean? I didn't say it. Let's go back to adaptive. Let's just turn FSR off real quick. Advanced settings. Turn that off. Resolution scaling. I wonder if I go up. Look, of course, look at that RAM. Look at that VRAM down there. 23.6. That's how much VRAM I have to play with, man. You telling me in the future that they can't hit 4K or 8K easily, 120 hertz? Come on, y'all. I know what Nvidia's out here doing. See, they don't trick me. I know what they're doing, man. They made the smart move, in my opinion, by upgrading to the SuperPod, man, because they can go 4K, 8K without really having to change things out, in my opinion. Now, resolution scale is on twice the performance or whatever, so that means you might not see it. It might not look any better. Yeah, and you could tell the hit. Now, that's a hit right there. That's a hit. Now, that lowered the FPS for sure. Look at that latency, the ping or whatever went up. Even the ping jumped up a little bit. But can I see any difference in the stream quality? See, these are the things I'm gonna do. Nobody else will do them, but I'm gonna do it.
Gonna show your face before you shoot me?
Now, so if this is 1440p, we're at least approaching
I'm Danny.
almost 4K, I guess.
Silencio.
Ultra settings. But of course, I'm gonna put
You are
it
the
back
only
where it
survivor?
belongs. All right. Let's take that off real quick. As soon as I get out of the cutscene, I'll switch things back because you can definitely tell
are you
that
the
that
only
resolution
survivor?
scale was working.
Lucky.
Need to know the risks.
That's all you have to say?
You're here.
And
That's
if
what
I'm not,
matters.
see, this could
Just a
be
second,
placebo
Hermana.
right here,
I'm
but I
getting
feel
the
like
hell out of
everything looks a
Yara.
little bit even cleaner.
But you're in my
You know what I
town.
mean?
I need a place to stay. A few days.
Libertas no charity, hermana.
Lita said you'd help.
Lito
Could
also
I
said
have
you weren't a
hacked
pussy.
something?
Come mierda.
Damn, that's detailed as hell. Maybe it was always gonna look like that. I don't know, y'all, but on my TV, to my eyes right now, this looks clean, super clean. Says I'm not playing any more big games till
Funny how
you
friends can
get
be closer
my
than family.
till you get my 3080 Ti.
Remember,
Till I get my 3080 Ti. I hear
Castillo
you.
has kept you an orphan.
That's how I was. I actually look 17. Pay attention to that
Why do you
ping
want to
over there.
run?
17 milliseconds.
I watched
That's the highest
Castillo
I've ever
order a
seen
whole
it.
boat of our people shot to death. Get as far away as you can from that psychopath. All of you.
When tyranny is law, revolution
Yeah, you could
is
tell.
order.
You can see the little slight
Putting
stutters
Bolivar
and
will
stuff
save
since
you.
I put the scaling
It's
up,
Pedro Abisu.
which
save
really
Yara with
shouldn't be the
library
case.
cards.
Should
I have a
not be the
list.
case with this with the
Free
GPU that we're
elections,
talking
free
about and everything.
expression,
But
free
hey,
the outcasts. Ayara free of
this is why I do this, so that Geforce now they happen to stumble
Simple.
across the video, they can
Castillo's
say,
got,
"Oh, you know what? We got you, Storm.
300,000
We'll just
troops.
update it
I
and
count
do these
6
things right
burnt
here.
out
You know, I'm gonna put it through the
and
paces
you
like I did everything
with a bullet
else."
to the leg.
You don't believe me? I'll show you.
Just a beautiful game all around, though.
We launched an attack from our base to this island. It was a basic operation. Hit a Viviro tobacco plantation, snatch some fuel, and go home. But Castillo's forces were waiting. Got us
Now
down
we're
from
really
60
gonna
to
get into
6.
some nice visuals, though, out
You
here.
need to get back to your base.
Yes, but this island is surrounded by a blockade. We don't have boats, we don't have much gear. And we are not leaving until that Viviro plantation goes up in smoke. But we are guerrillas. We know this land inside out.
Monkey Boy's in the
We're
house. What's
already
going on,
familiar with
Monkey
our
Boy?
guerrilla paths.
Chris said
They
I
were
will
built
speak
by
with
the
my
legends
wallet
in
and will not
67.
buy games
They're
on
spread like
Stadia
a web
if the
across
game
all of
has
Yara.
bad 30
Now,
FPS.
they're
Sorry
ours.
to Google, but they
Guerrilla
have
paths
to
are good to
either
ambush
upgrade their
soldados
hardware
or
or
to hide
pressure
if
the
the army is
devs
on
to
your back.
care.
They have caches
Chris,
that will
hang
help you
on
survive.
for 1 minute. 1 second, Chris. I
And all of
want
this is
to.
legit?
I definitely want to talk
This map
about
is
that
old
for a
as hell.
second. Hold on.
Made for touristas. Yeah, it's out of date, but you got the regions,
after
municipalities,
this cutscene.
and landmarks of Yara. He'll get used to it. Now I need to call in some favors with the locals to get us a boat, and you need to go find me Juan Cortez.
Who?
Someone who can make one guerrilla fight like 1,000.
All right, here we go. Let me get back into this right now. Now, again, oh man, I thought it was over.
You know I'm
These streams are not designed to really bash
I'll give you
anything and all
food,
that,
a
but
bed,
hey, keeping
even
it
a
real
goddamn boat
is
to sail
keeping
to
it
the
real.
Yankees.
You know
But
what I'm
it's gonna
saying?
cost you bullets and blood.
This right here is the
You can
best cloud
shoot,
game I've
so
ever
shoot.
done. And I can't lie.
Settle in, and let me know when you want to pay your rent.
I said the same thing though, man. I'm just putting the freeze on purchasing games right now until I start to see the performance increase. So I get where you're coming from, Chris, when it comes to Stadia and all that stuff. It's no secret, man. I've said this and nobody's gonna silence me or whatever, you know. It's just my opinion as a gamer, as a consumer. So if that really hurts people's feelings, man, you might want to reevaluate life and all that stuff. Because for one, we're talking about gaming. Two, we spend our damn money, right? Don't we spend our money? We spend our money on Stadia. We spend our money on Geforce now, right? Speaking of that, I just spent $89 just to get access to this right here. If I didn't think it was worth it, I would cancel it on the spot. Right now, this is worth it, y'all. Wait till I go to Destiny 2 after this right here. The next game up is Destiny 2. You know, but that could change. All right. So we're going to go back to how we had it at the start of the stream. The resolution scaling did. You could tell that there was a performance hit. You know, I will say that much. Let's get back out here, though.
You ready? I attacked this archipelago with a map. Get down to
Except
that
that.
village and bring me Cortez.
Cloudbuster
for
says
your
I'll take
safety,
4K HDR 60 FPS 5.1 surround sound over 1440p 120.
What's the problem, Julio?
Hey, I'll take the 1440p 120.
As long as
You know
Danny
what I
helps
mean?
us,
And I'm a 4K
Danny
dude. I'm an
stays.
8K dude.
This isn't a handout. It's a two-way
I already
street.
have 8K videos out here circulating on
I'm not in a
YouTube.
position to
And I'll
turn down
still
help.
take 1440p
We need
120 because
fighters.
that 120 part
Simple as
adds
that.
to, that's what makes gaming next level.
He's a fighter.
Competitive,
We're about to
esports
find out.
like and all that stuff, man. You're approaching esports like gaming when you're playing shooters and anything else, man. Even games like strategy games where you're switching cards and things like that, all that's better at 120 hertz, 120 FPS, y'all. This is what a lot of gamers don't realize because they haven't experienced true 120 or higher refresh rates before, right? But any game you can think of is gonna be boosted by 120 FPS. It's that simple. Well, let's go to high settings real quick, see if I can feel any difference. Because this is a taxing game. Keep that in mind now. This game is taxing. It's definitely, you know, it's a Far Cry game. Now, I could play on ultra settings, but what I'm testing right now is I just want to show people how it might look or feel on high. Okay. Okay, definitely more responsive. You can tell. Okay. A little bit of slight choppiness or whatever. Let's see if it irons out.
You don't belong here.
Okay. But it feels good. And see that trade-off, man, you get 1440p, up to 1440p, right? And up to 120 FPS. However you give it to me, this right here is smooth, and this is how I prefer to play my games. Now, looking out on that water right there, I want to see something. Let me see something real quick. Let's see. I really feel like I might have to restart the damn game for the settings to change. Hold on. Cause I can't really tell, y'all. I can't really tell from low to ultra or low to high or whatever. Like I'm looking at that water out there and I can't really tell.
How's the earpiece? Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear. The spy shit works, Clara. I'll give you that.
Bien.
And I
Keep
know
your
this
gun
this
holstered
can't
if you
be
want to
low
stay out of
settings.
trouble.
It just can't be. Okay. All right, so let's see if it changes. Look, you can clearly see it changing right here. This is what, so for anybody that thinks, you know, that the settings are not doing anything. They are. And I've shown it on Cyberpunk, right, with ray tracing and all that stuff. I showed it on Control, right? So the settings do matter. But Far Cry looks so damn good, you can't even tell that it's changing, right? Look at it. Now this is low, which is still beautiful. That's medium. I know y'all see the image changing right there. More trees and stuff like that. The foliage and the lighting and all that stuff, the shadows and stuff, right? You see that changing, right? Then you go to high, even better. Visual textures, fidelity and all that stuff, right? And then ultra, you get a little bit more, but high is where it's at for me, okay? Now environment, I'll put that on ultra. Let's try that right there, and then we'll leave it like that, and we're just gonna go ahead and proceed. Oh man,
I got it.
A smart guerrilla picks their battles. Suerte.
hey, hold up. Chris said there should be no place for 30 FPS in today's gaming unless you're doing native 4K or up, in my opinion. I said the same thing, Chris. People, you know, some people might not like that, but all we're saying is we've already done 30 FPS. Let some of us do 60 and higher, please. Just let some of us do 60 to 120 or 120 to 165, 144 in between that. You know what I mean? Take us up to 240, 360 hertz. That's all. We just don't want to be limited to that 30, you know? That's all I'm saying.
Should put my weapon away to avoid trouble.
Now this right here is not native RTX. Like I can tell you right now, like I am seeing some issues or whatever. I'm seeing a little bit of tearing on my screen, a little bit of stutters right there for the first time. But Far Cry, like I said, Far Cry 6 is one of those games. If any game is gonna do it, it's gonna be Far Cry 6, Cyberpunk, Control. You know what I mean? The most demanding games, y'all. But I think I could play like this because the game is still feeling like it's 60 FPS at all times. Now I just had Battlefield 2042. They just launched today. In my same PC, on my 3080, my native card, the game had performance issues. So that's gonna happen, you know what I mean? But that's why I play a whole multitude of games. You can't just judge from one or two titles, right? Here we go. Shot him in the ass. Let's get it.
Shit.
Okay. Where's Guapo, man? I need Guapo.
That looks like a Juan.
All right, hold on one sec. Now, I can't wait for the time when I could put my native 3080 gameplay in the streams with Geforce now. I could throw Stadia in there and stuff like that. Y'all, that's coming up a little later on, you know? Right now, I'm just bouncing from game to game, testing out the performance so I can give my overall thoughts. Let's skip that. I think by now we've already seen it. Let's skip it. So we can get a little bit more further into the game. Monkey Boy said what's really cool. Oh man, hold on 1 second. Said what's really cool is that even though the stream is locked at 120 FPS, a lot of games can run at much higher frames, like Splitgate. You could run that at 244. You can see it with the in-game FPS. And that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm not gonna be watching counters and stuff like that the whole time. I just want the game to feel smooth. That's all I'm talking about. I don't want to feel like I'm about to throw up when I'm playing a 30 FPS game. That I don't have time for. You know, if the game is gonna make me sweaty and dizzy and all that stuff, man, I don't need to be playing that. But again, that's why you gotta pay for that performance that you want. It doesn't come for free. You know? It just does not come for free. Not the performance I'm talking about. Like you can definitely forget that you're playing in the cloud when you're playing on this service right now. On this tier.
Right behind you, old man.
Right, let's go. And I have issues on my Series X. I have issues with my RTX 3080 natively. I mean, you're gonna run into performance issues, and that could be caused by a number of things
To find out.
at any given time. You know, sometimes you're gonna have the smoothest experience of your life. That's just the nature of the beast.
Come on, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right, let's do it.
I can tell you handled a gun before.
Okay, Guapo.
What's your name?
Danny. Hola. So Clara says you're a legend. Ex-KGB, ex-CIA.
Coño.
All right, hold on. I'm looking at this rock shadow. Hold on, y'all. I got to do it again. I have to do it again. If the water doesn't change, the settings are not changing until you restart the game or something. I have to look at it one more time. All right, from high to low. Oh damn, from high to low. Okay, the VRAM dropped down. Okay, to 3.78. Let's see the shadow on that rock out there in the water. Gone. Okay, now we're talking. I knew I wasn't going crazy, man. I knew I wasn't going crazy. That's low settings right there. Anybody see the fish out there, the water? Look right there where that fish is jumping right there. I wish I could shoot him. Next time he jumps, I'm shooting at him.
We got business.
Hold up 1 second. Now, of course, look how smart the fish is. Damn. Look, Guapo's out there. Guapo's looking for him like I wish you would jump again. Now, let's go back to high or ultra. It doesn't matter. We can go back to ultra. All right, here we go. Shadows, we'll leave everything. Ultra settings. Let's see what that water looks like now. Let's see what the rock looks like around. Look at that. Look at the shadow and everything, man. You're telling me that that's not an improvement? Man, y'all can't listen to people out here that don't know what they're talking about. You got to use your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Some people are like, the settings don't even matter.
What the fuck are you doing?
Don't listen to that. I'm showing y'all what's really going down.
One is talking.
Okay. Now this is a game right here that at 4K ultra settings on my native 3080, my native graphics card, right?
But Juan Cortez. Hold up.
I'm not getting 4K 100
The
frames
plan
per
is to go
second.
back to Clara's
You
camp.
know what I mean?
Where the
In
hell are
fact,
we going now?
I might struggle to hit like 80 at times. It might dip down to 60 at times or whatever. But like I said, it's a very demanding game.
That means the watchtower just
All
got
right,
a
hold
supply
on.
drop with some of
Direct
the rarest
Amigo.
materials you'll find in Yara. And you are going to go.
Man, we're about to get right into it.
Muerde.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. Let's go. Damn. Okay, got it. I'll let Guapo handle that.
Sure, whatever. Bomb.
Okay. Nice job. Cloudbuster says, what you think of Battlefield Storm? I'm gonna play it on Xbox. Yo, I hope it doesn't perform like it did on my PC, because right now they have to either iron out something with the performance or the servers or something like that, right? Because I tried it at 1440p and I couldn't run the game properly, right? I tried it at 4K, my game crashed. Like, so they have to work some kinks out, man. But I think I've tried the beta, so I know how the game really performs or whatever. Once they get it up to par, it's gonna be dope. Battlefield is one of those experiences I always look forward to.
Whether pillaging our resources,
All right.
or even possessing us as slaves. And now that we possess our miracle, our Viviro, they covet the jewel.
This is more like it.
Okay.
But this time, This
Yeah,
time,
but let me know how it's
there will
running
be
on
no
Xbox though,
compromises.
because I can install it over there as well.
Consumers who will not only pay, but beg at our feet. I swear this as a castigo, as your protector, your guard, your lion.
It's not even supposed to be that hot today, and I feel like it's warm in here, man. Hold on. Is it Geforce now heating things up? Hold up, where the hell am I supposed to be going now? Yeah, so this is definitely, I can tell you right now, on your native hardware, you're gonna notice that you notice what real 120 hertz feels like,
shit for
y'all.
one.
And because I'm telling you right now, this is acceptable, it's playable and all that stuff, but it's
Found
not
all your
native
shit,
one.
Juan?
It's not real smooth 120 hertz right now.
That's
So-
what I've been saying.
You know, but is it playable? Hell yeah. Is it like my native RTX 3080? Nope.
Okay, we
Different
got more than
experience,
enough.
right?
Let's get the fuck out of here.
And I think that's now some people are gonna have that gripe,
what's with
and I
all
can
this
understand
junk?
that, right?
You
They're like,
building
yo, I'm paying
something?
this much money for the 3080 tier. I should be getting buttery smooth native performance or whatever.
Like a spider.
But see, that they didn't promise that. They didn't promise that. For me, I knew when I saw up to, I knew what I was
I was
getting,
on a
right?
refugee
Up
ship.
to 120
We didn't get
hertz
far.
or 120 FPS, up to 1440p, 4K 60 if I get the NVIDIA TV Shield. I mean, whatever it's called, the Shield Pro. You know what I mean?
Orphanage in Esperanza.
I know.
And the military.
I knew what I was getting into.
I'm no guerrilla.
But I'm not going to be
Just helping
playing
Clara out
Far
until
Cry
she
6
gets me
all
off
the
this island.
time. And I'm telling you right now, games like Kenna and Destiny 2
Enough
and
with that
Portal
shit.
2 and all the ones I've tried so far felt damn good. Control, another demanding game. Oh, amazing, y'all. So
America is my option.
maybe they might have optimized a little bit for Far Cry 6. I don't know. Is it playable? Hell yeah. Could I play through the whole game like this? Yes, I could. But do I see those annoying issues
You
or
don't
whatever?
quit, do you?
I mean, distractions? Yes, I do. I can see that.
Coño. If you two are so close,
All right.
why is he following me?
Guapo goes with those who need him most. Like those
And I'm not going to lower the
therapists
settings
for
down to
America.
medium. Nah, that defeats the purpose of the RTX 3080 tier.
Not sure I'm there yet.
You're never going to catch me playing at medium settings
You
unless
said
I'm
your
just
chopper was
sampling.
shot down in the invasion. Can you fix it?
So I can fly you to the Yankees?
No,
It's grounded, but I'm working on it. Patience, Danny.
All right.
Now it's
And it
time
doesn't
for
happen
Juan
at all
Cortez.
times, which lets
Show
me
you how to
know
make something out of
that
nothing.
something needs to be
I ever tell you
optimized. That's
rule
all.
number 9?
you just did.
Always use the right tool for the right job. Words to live by.
Okay.
Says, looks good on low. Yeah, it did. He says, looks even better. Cloudbuster said, looks even better on ultra. Of course it does, man. And it's more taxing too at ultra. But the RTX 3080 can handle this game at
The
natively
legend returns.
The legend needs to piss,
4K
Jefa.
over 100
Who's she?
FPS for sure.
She was a journalist who dared call Anton fascista. Now she's an
Cutscenes you see in the
outcast, a
top
slave
left
for
corner,
his paradise.
cutscenes drop down to
And she's not
30.
the only one, Danny.
That's normal. A lot of games do that these days. I can't remember which game it was, but one game had I know they had 60 FPS cutscenes. I think I might have seen a couple with 120 FPS cutscenes. I like that. Was Outriders one of those games? I think Outriders was.
I was 6 when I rigged my first bike with a chainsaw motor. The blockade means I have to resolver every day, Juan.
Nah, that's survival. For a guerrilla, resolver isn't just making do with what you have. It's inflicting chaos with everything you got.
Keep talking.
All right, let's put something else up just for me. I need to be able to look at something else,
A
right?
guerrilla's best weapon
Oh, okay,
is
hold
the
on.
workbench. Go ahead, Danny. Get cozy with it.
as you all can see in the overlay right now, CPU not being worked at all. GPU not even sweating at all, because it's not doing any heavy lifting at all, you know, and that's the beauty of cloud gaming, right? That's why some people are going to be willing to just, that's one of the cool parts about it. You don't have to worry about taxing your PC. I'm streaming this at 4K on the same PC without having to worry about whether it's going to crash, you know? All right.
No offense,
Let's go.
but your battle rifle is a little basic. Rule number 9. Always use the right tool. Sometimes I lie awake at night asking myself, excellent, Danny. Now you can pop
All right,
enemy
let's get this
flesh
out of the
like
way.
a ripe watermelon. Okay? Let's look at your other rifle.
Which one? Which one? Which one?
Let's say your target remembered these rounds, fly straight at ice. Now you got your own supply of high-velocity war crimes. Let's look at your attachments. Time to make your very first suppressor. This will turn a bang. See how easy that was? Now you can silently headshot your enemies like a real
All right.
asshole. The
So the
workbench is
circle
your
on the
friend,
screen
Danny.
right now, the one, the reticle I'm moving around, this game is running at 60. I can tell you
Making
right
shit
now,
is
this is
addictive.
like 60
That
FPS.
workbench, you can build a new
How do
Yara.
I know? Now it could be, now this right here looks like it could be 120 though. Look at that smooth circle, y'all. Okay, now all my PC gamers know exactly what I'm talking about here. Okay, before I jump into games, before I get into the gameplay at all, I could tell you right now, this is at least 60 to 100 FPS moving a circle around the screen. If it wasn't, it'll turn into like an oval shape. It'll be blurry as hell, right? Now, let me see how it looks coming across on the screen, on the actual stream itself. Hold on. But like games like Destiny 2, any other shooter, if you have a circular icon like this right here moving around the map, if it gets blurry, 30 FPS. 30 FPS. It's that simple. You don't even need the counter up top. Move that reticle around just like this right here. You know what I mean? Look at the words and the letters and everything. It's at least 60 FPS, y'all. And up. All right, let's go. So I think what I'm gonna do is stop right here, y'all. I think I'm gonna stop and then I'll be back in like a few minutes with a Destiny 2 stream. We're gonna go play some Destiny 2. These don't have to be too long. I know I said an hour earlier and I had like a hiccup with the loading and stuff in the beginning. So hey, it is what it is. Everything's gonna get captured, right? But we're gonna go over to Destiny 2, so I'm gonna back out of this. Okay. I'm gonna hit that Alt F4. Quit out of the game. Now, what would I rate that performance right there? I give it an 8. I give it an 8 because I feel like it could be a little bit smoother. I think they need to optimize a little bit more and everything, and then it can get that easy 10. Now, if I went down to medium settings, that score would probably increase, but I'm not playing at medium settings, you know? All right, here we go. The next time we come back, y'all, I will be on that. Now I can show the desktop settings or whatever that I was playing at. But I will be on that Destiny 2 the next time you see me live, which will be in a few minutes. So do feel free to come back. If you watch this in the future, come on back, hit that like button, subscribe. It's just a red button. I always subscribe back. I always, you know, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff. I follow back. But this has been another experience on that Geforce Now 3080 tier. Until the next time, y'all, keep it safe, keep it positive, keep it gaming. I'm out. Wait a minute, I do want to show y'all this right here. Wait 1 second. Let me show y'all this right here though. This right here is something that's new. New app for Streamlabs OBS available. Get access to 100,000 tracks of copyright-free music and sound effects. That's pretty damn dope. I'm about to install that right now. All right, now we're out of here, y'all. Peace.